Joe Madden of the Cubs providing the opposition for the Rays tonight. Chicago coming in with a 6-game winning streak and a 3.5-game lead in the National League East. We'll take a look at the starting lineup presented by Dealers. John Jay's going to lead it off. Former Ray Ben Zobrist and then Anthony Rizzo. Contreras will catch. Schwarber's the DH. Happ at second. Hayward, Russell, and Baez.
Chris Archer making start of the season at 9-0-6, 186 in the third inning.
Game from fastball in there for a strike to start this one. 10 minutes past the hour. The Rays and the Cubs are underway. Archer, second start, and a line drive. Caught it short by Echeverria. A little backhanded nifty grab right there by Echeverria.
Yeah, and that ball off the palm right to the tip of the glove, but Echeverria holds defender. Take a look at the Diamond Source. We've got Dickerson, Kiermaier, and Susan. Echeverria, Miller, and Morrison, Wilson, Ramos.
And Zobrist getting a nice hand. He's playing left field tonight for Chicago. And the pitch is a strike to the plate. On the year. He shoots it up the left side, slicing out of play. And back out onto the playing field. Zobrist broke its bat in the process.
Ben Zobrist overall not the kind of numbers you're accustomed to. Always dangerous and always seems to come up with big hits in big spots. So always got to pitch him tough.
Those home runs from the left side. The fastball is down 1-2. Chris Archer tonight for the Rays trying to get back on the beam. He worked 4 innings his last time out against the Yankees and made 92. 3 innings, the time.
For Chris, innings, 15 hits, 11 runs, 9 earned.
Ground ball right side. Archer pick up by Morrison. Zobrist is out 3-1.
If you go back to the previous one up in Chicago where he gave up the back game and then had the lateral forearm tightness, that's 3 starts, 3 straight losses for Chris Archer. And this is where the Rays really need him to come up in a big way.
With 2 outs, the bases are empty, and here's Anthony Rizzo. His offense, 106 runs batted in. A big part of driving this Chicago offense. You know, when the Rays played them in early July, they're on the issue, but not since then. Boy, they have been offensively in the second half.
You really look at what they've done, and you name the category: average, best in Major League Baseball, on base percentage, slugging percentage, runs per game. I mean, it really, the turnaround has been more than dramatic.
Well, the Cubs, people were starting to wonder about the Cubs when the Rays are up there. But since August the 1st, just look at these offensive numbers, averaging 6.18 runs per game.
Yeah, that's incredible to be up over 6 for that long. And, you know, these are the meaningful games, August and September. August is where you make your it out.
All right. Rizzo here on a very good slider down and in. 1-2-3, go Chicago.
13 in pursuit.
Uh-oh. Honey, hurry.
Oh, pardon me, ma'am. Excuse me. Sir? Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Pardon me.
Nice work.
The 2017 Toyota RAV4. 2017 RAV4 XLE for just $209 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places. Summer, take the field. Throwing at hops in hangers. You don't need to be the skipper to call up your favorite MLB team. All you need is Fox Sports Go. So right the show, Fox Sports Go, all season.
CC, see you, man. You ready to do this? What up, CC?
There's Kevin Kiermaier. He'll be leading off for the Rays. Presented by your Southern Ford dealers. Kiermaier followed by Steven Souza Jr. and Evan. Down the middle, Logan Morris and Wilson Field and Brad Miller, the number 9 hitter at second base.
Well, taking the mound tonight, left-hander Mike Montgomery, and you can see the difference in 28 games out of the record, 2.48, but then as a starter, 12 starts. And you see the ERA of the
the winging and missing the opening fastball, strike one.
Oh, and that to it, and obviously realizing that Kevin Kiermaier, how aggressive he has been out of that leadoff spot, especially on first pitches.
This one popped up, and that
really look to the future leadoff hitter, and the 27 frame, 340 off lefties, 309 off righties. So you can show that ability to handle.
You know, that's obviously a very important part of developing into an all-around hitter, and he's done that well. He's a home run threat up there, extra base hit threat to
15 homers. 7 of them have come since he's come off the DL, and the previous 7 obviously before that, where you're talking about a span of 27 games, 7 home runs, and the previous 62. So good weightlifting there while on the DL.
And he is hit by that pitch coming in on him. Took a look at that pitch.
And that ball just takes off on him and just catches that elbow, the bottom part of that pad.
Well, more to absorb some of that shock on the elbow. So Kiermaier is aboard. Or Steven Souza Jr. Misses the fan threw that pitch up. The Steven Souza Jr. going for the final couple weeks of this season. He's 0 for 19 and one of his last 31. He has 29 home runs.
Chad working with these hitters to get them to make adjustments, to fine-tune the swing, to fine-tune the approach. You know, by this time of the season, pitching staffs know what your weaknesses are. They're going to continue to try to attack them, and it's up to you to make the adjustment to either take the pitch, or if they're consistently attacking you the same way, find a way to hit that pitch.
You've always heard around adjustments, and I don't know that there's a truer statement about this game than that one.
And you know what? And that supersedes all the analytics. All of that analytics, that's great. It can lead you to an approach against a hitter. And if it's successful, now the hitter needs to adjust. And so that will be something that's a part, even though it may look different than, you know, the game itself past, it's still a game of adjustments, and it's constant, the ebb and flow all season long.
Way wide, snap throw to first. Kiermaier's back in. Throw to the foul side of the bag.
This led Contreras, and he likes to throw the baseball to the, try to pick guys off. Got a good arm. Very aggressive there behind the plate.
Toward left center. That's Jay, the center fielder, under it, making the catch. Kiermaier tags, heads to second, and he's there well ahead of the throw back in.
The read by Kiermaier was fantastic. Medium deep fly ball. He immediately got ready to tag and then watched Jon Jay catch that fly ball flat-footed. And once you see him catch that ball flat-footed without a head of steam going towards second base, it made it too easy for 39 to get in there. Watch how Jon Jay catches this. Kiermaier immediately reads it. You see him head back, and the catch made flat-footed.
And a straight line to second base in plenty of time. Now Evan Longoria with a chance to put the Rays out in front. He takes the pitch around the knees for a strike. Mark Carlson calling the balls and strikes. His reputation, he likes the ball down. He'll call strikes down there. And we just saw the 0-1 right there. Down and in, blocked by Contreras. First scoring opportunity presented here by the Rays. They have been .267 overall, .219 this year against lefties. Kiermaier trying to time up Montgomery, who gives him a look, and now the pitch skied into right. That is caught by Hayward for the second out.
Let's take a quick look at the Cubs defense and see how it lines up. Brought to you by Golden Diamond Source. And in the outfield left to right, Ben Zobrist, Jon Jay, and Jason Hayward. Across the infield third to first, Jorge Baez, Addison Russell, Ian Happ, and Anthony Rizzo, with Wilson Contreras behind the plate.
Logan Morrison stepping in with 36 home runs. Pitch is low from Montgomery. .65 left-hander Mike Montgomery. There goes Kiermaier. Pitch is a strike. The Rays might want to take a look at this one. Kiermaier believes he was safe.
Yeah, it's close enough that you're going to hold on. He got a great jump, as you can see. Contreras comes out gunning, and that ball was caught right on the left arm of Kiermaier, but did the hand get there? Doesn't look like it.
Well, Archer's already gone to the mound.
Wow. He got him.
So he is caught at third trying to steal, and that is out number 3. Well, last year Joe Maddon led the Cubs to their first World Series title in 108 years. He started, as you know, his major league career here managing the Rays in 2006 and took them to their first World Series in 2008. The Rays offer this video tribute to Joe Maddon. There's a live shot into the dugout of the Chicago Cubs and Joe Maddon. Vin Zobrist knows what it's like on both sides of the street with the Rays and now with the Cubs. So did Joe.
I mean, so well-deserved. He was the perfect man for the job at the perfect time, changed the culture here, and it was nice to be acknowledged.
Well, not only the American League champs in 08, but AL East champs in 08 and 2010 appearances in that compressed period of time. I think that was what was so amazing. That was the key fact about how amazing that run was here for the Rays under Joe Maddon. First pitch to Contreras, the catcher, is a ball up and in, 1-0.
You know, I can remember, Dwayne, coming in as a player in 2008 spring training when the Rays were on nobody's radar. And the belief in that camp from day one when Joe Maddon addressed the team was, we're going to shock the world this year. We're going to shock people. They have no idea what's coming down the pike. And lo and behold, 6 months later, or sorry, after spring training, seven and a half months later, in the World Series.
Yep.
I mean, it was just incredible that that belief was instilled in that team, and getting to be a part of it on that side. And then obviously things didn't work out for me as a player, but to watch how that started out, amazing. And
the players bought it from the beginning. I remember in spring training right over here, Scott Kazmir came out and said, this team's going to go to the World Series. And I thought, he's buying this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, no one else did.
No.
I mean, around the country. But the team did.
That was the year that everybody, you know, the Rays get off to this start. It's June. It's July. Okay, when are they going to go away? When are they? They never went away.
Yep.
Never went away.
I remember the middle of the season, things started to come unravel a little bit. And there were a couple of veteran voices on that team allow it to unravel and denied that it was going to happen and kept them together.
Yeah.
Of course, Davey Martinez here, he was an original Devil Ray and then came back coaching now with Joe in Chicago. Ground ball short toward the hole. Long throw. Boy, it's a beaut. Right on the money from Echeverria.
Shows you how strong that arm is. He did not even step into that throw. Was able to backhand it, rise, and gun, and it was a hose. Look at him set his feet already and just turn and throw. Didn't even step.
Kyle Schwarber, he's the DH tonight. A strike. Remember Cliff Floyd being here at the All-Star break when the team wobbled a little bit, and he said there's no way that this team is going away. And Eric Hinske, who's part of the Cubs coaching staff now, another guy who stepped up and said that's not the case. This team's going to be a winner.
Well, and that's where some of that veteran leadership really comes in not only handy, but how important it is, especially to a young ball club, where a lot of your producers, your principals are young guys. You need some of those veterans that have been through, you know, these ebbs and flows of a season, have played in some big postseason games, maybe been to a World Series or two, to be able to impart some wisdom on the younger guys.
Hard to quantify that, but I'm here to tell you, if they had not had Cliff Floyd and Harry Kinski there, they may not have recovered from that little wobble in the middle of the season.
That was going right into the All-Star break.
Yep.
And so when you have 4 days to think about it, it can sometimes turn into something a whole lot bigger than it actually was.
That's right.
But that's where the veteran leadership says, fellas, we're fine. We're fine. And
down and in. So a full count here. 1 out. Into right center and out of here. Didn't take long, and that's home run number 28 for Kyle Schwarber.
Well, we all know what Kyle Schwarber meant to this Cubs team going down the stretch last year into the postseason, coming off of an injury, and this year actually had played himself down into the minor leagues, but has come back with a vengeance, and he got a full count heater. You talk about full extension and a no.
Happ takes a pitch down and in. That's 4 home runs for him in the last 7 games. 1-1. So he's hot at the right time of the year for Chicago.
Or do they not seem to be ramping up at the perfect time coming down the stretch?
He's 8 of his last 20 with 4 home runs in those 8 hits. No ball, 2 strikes, the count to Happ. Nemez, Happ out on strikes. Second strikeout. Well, this 6-game winning streak, and they've really upped the ante in runs per game.
You know what? You can attribute this, all those numbers, you can give credit to that to the Milwaukee Brewers. Milwaukee Brewers swept them in a 3-game series in Chicago. All of a sudden, that race got real tight, and they came out after that. They haven't lost. And like you just saw right there, they're averaging over a gear.
Jason Hayward. Hayward, 262 for the year with 10 home runs. Ball. Now the Cubs just swept the Cardinals in a 3 over the weekend. Hot shot foul. First of 2 games. Cubs in here tomorrow night. They are a season 17 right now. The changeup, 2-2.
See how many of those he goes with. That's been a pitch that you're waiting for it to break out at some point. That was a good one, good arm speed on it.
Well, you'd think it would have to at some point.
Well, if you want to become that next level guy, yeah. pitchers that I've been around one. I've been around one as a starting pitcher that could go out with a fastball and slider and dominate during his heyday. That was Randy Johnson. Completely different animal. And oh, by the way, as his career started to wind down, he developed a pretty good split changeup. You know, at some point you have to.
Inside a bit. 3-2.
Slider just coming off the plate.
Still another 3-2 pitch to be made to Hayward. Addison Russell is on deck. All four. He missed with a slider following the strikeout of Happ. A walk to Hayward. Addison Russell, the shortstop, on his way to the plate. Also with 11 home runs. Got a couple of different physical ailments this year. Sore right shoulder earlier. Strain in right foot more recently. Takes a strike. And the fastball by him. Went in at 96.02. Javier Baez on deck. Russell lays off. Takes the slider for a ball. It's 1-2. Fastball that time.
We're starting to up the ante a little bit on the velocity after that home run by Schwarber. He was sitting at 92, 93 early in that first inning, and now starting to crank out the big numbers, as you see right there. A couple of sliders at 90.
There's a fastball fouled. Fastball away.
And the majority of the time, you see Chris Archer, the way that he works middle away. He sometimes climb the ladder with the fastball, try to stay down and away as much as he can with the slider, get guys to chase off the plate. Doesn't come in very much against the righties.
And a little bit wide right there. That was slider. And that pitch taken away by Russell. 2-2. Born in Pensacola, out of Pace, Florida. That was Buck Showalter territory for a time. Pace, Florida. There's a ground ball, shortstop. Echeverria with the toss to Miller. Home run for Schwarber to give Chicago a 1-0 lead. And the Rays and folks here in Tampa Bay.
because it's the last call to save big on 2017 Ford F-Series. Cash in on the truck that hauls the most and has more efficiency at the pump with an EcoBoost engine and a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body. Time to get in on America's best-selling trucks, because you snooze, you lose, pal.
Right now, save big with over $100 in total savings on the Built 50, only at your local Ford dealer.
Lazy Days RV kickoff sale is going on now. Score huge savings on over 1,500 RVs from the nation's selection of RV brands, like this new Keystone travel trailer for $189 per month. Join us at the kickoff sale. Don't miss it. Lazy Days Tampa.
Hello? How did you get in here? Xbox One X isn't out yet.
Taco Bell's giving fans a chance to win early with every $5 box. We're ready to play.
Well then, I guess we should get to it. My apologies, sir. Totally cool, Stu.
Head to Taco Bell and grab any $5 box, and you could be one of the first to win the new Xbox One X.
Getting more for your money is good, but getting a whole lot more for way less, that's better. Like on the Hyundai Elantra with available blind spot detection, a feature you won't find on Toyota Corolla. Get yours for just $109 a month, or get the redesigned Sonata for only $139 a month, or buy with 0 down. It's our best Sonata ever. Both include America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. Lease the 2018 Elantra for $109 a month, or buy with 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash. Now with $750 disaster relief cash for those affected by Hurricane Irma.
1-0 ball game. Cubs lead it on the solo home run in the top half of the inning. Logan Morrison started to hit when Kiermaier was caught stealing third. That ended the first, so a new count begins here in the second with Morrison, Ramos, and Duda due up against Mike Montgomery. And the curveball did not break all that much. 1 ball, no strikes. Tapper foul.
It'll be interesting tonight to see what Joe Maddon's able to get out of Mike Montgomery. You know, when you look at his past couple appearances, he had 1 out of the bullpen and a start. But he has not gone more than 2 innings since September the 3rd. So you're going back 2.5 weeks of 2 innings being your longest outing. What can you expect? We'll see.
This is his 31st appearance overall.
And those can be tough roles, and if you're not willing to accept it, you're going to really struggle with it, because it's not easy. You know, you start one game and then all of a sudden you're in the pen for 10 days, and then you get another start. It can be very difficult. You know, it's kind of like what the Rays were asking of Erasmo Ramirez, and you've got to be willing to take on that role, because if mentally you're not locked in and okay with that, it's going to be tough.
Montgomery was dealt for Erasmo Ramirez. Interestingly enough.
You got to fill that role. You got to trade one to get one back.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out Morrison. Well, he has 91 strikeouts now in just over 100 innings of work. And he's not a big overpowering guy, but he picks up strikeouts.
He does, but he'll also walk some guys too. So you want these Rays hitters be ready to hit, but also, you know, you've got to be patient. Force him into the zone.
Yeah, he's walked 52. Strike to Ramos. Foul the other way. Out of play. And Ramos 9 home runs, a couple against lefties. 286 against left-handers as opposed to 245 overall. But lefties a major problem for the Rays this year. It's a team hitting only 237 against lefties. There's a shot back into center field, but Jay to his left toward right center makes the catch. 2 gone. In games started by lefties, the Rays are 10 games under 500. 17 and 27. And here's the breakout.
They had a 6-game losing streak until Sunday when they were able to actually hang an L on Eduardo Rodriguez to get them back to 10 games under. But that is something that you figure that the Rays are going to have to address in the offseason, a way to combat those numbers right there.
Lucas Duda jumps on that first pitch and rifles it foul. First pitch fastball, and he jumped on it.
You know, just think in the division. You know, is Sabathia going to be back around? You've got Montgomery up there with the Yankees. You know, with Boston, you're going to have Price next year, and Pomerantz and Sale. You've got tough lefties within your division, and if you can't find a way to combat that, be at the forefront of their team's pitching staffs.
A ball, 2 strikes. Bases empty. You know, the Rays looked for right-handed hitting during all of that time when they actually wound up fortifying the bullpen and added Duda. And I think, you know, when other teams know what you need, what you want, the price, that was an issue when the Rays went looking for a right-handed hitter. They felt as if they were being held up. 2-2 now, the count.
That's just like, you know, you're coming down towards the end, goes down, and now everybody knows you are looking for one. Guess what?
That's right.
Prospect or 2 more is what it's going to cost.
Duda out on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. 1-0 Chicago through 2.
Honda, I like it. The way Honda gives me more. Honda, I like it. Savings like never before.
You're gonna like Honda, the #1 selling vehicles in America that cost up to $34.50 less than the competition. New Hondas start at just $16,825, and new Honda SUVs start at only $20,625. Like to pay less? Then get a #1 selling Honda for up to $34.50 less than the competition today at your local Honda dealer.
Oh yeah, I like it.
Over 40 years ago, AYSO had a radical idea about girls soccer. Let them play. Now every weekend, girls play soccer with passion. And with the right kind of support, anything can happen. AYSO, great soccer starts here.
I am unstoppable. I'm not afraid to be me. I am full of possibility.
Girls on the Run inspires girls to be joyful, healthy, and confident. Dedicated volunteer coaches help 3rd to 8th grade girls embrace their strengths and celebrate what makes them unique. They team up for a community service project, then finish with a 5K. Run can be a game changer for young girls. To learn more, log on to girlsontherun.org.
Fox Sports Florida is everywhere you need us to be. On the web, log on to foxsportsflorida.com for exclusive content like the Fox of your favorite players after the game and behind the scenes. Check out foxsportsflorida.com today.
Chicago leading by a run as we go to the 3rd. Join the Rays in supporting those affected by Hurricane. With the entire Bay Area taking a hit, it takes the whole community to join together and rebuild. Donate at youcaring.com/Rays Irma Relief. Javier Baez leads off and strokes the first pitch up the middle into center field. An opening slider, and Baez is aboard.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Javier Baez is the ultimate sandbagger down there in the 9-hole. When you look at his numbers, 272, 20-plus home runs, 70 driven in. Not your typical 9-hole guy, and he finds the middle of the field there and a leadoff base hit, much to the chagrin of the Rays starter.
And here's Jon Jay. Jay lined to short his first time. Jay, a .286 hitter. Bonds pops it foul right back over the screen. It's 1-1. Pitch high now. The runner goes, and he's in there. A little delay right there by Baez, and he steals second.
Yeah, Javier Baez pulling a fast one there with that delayed steal. And now he goes after the secondary lead. That throw's still there in time, but a little short hop off of the glove of Echeverria. Boy, well executed by Baez. And everything moving a little bit too quickly there in the center of the diamond, and he gets there.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out for the top of the order. It's only the 5th stolen base with our attempts. A little chicanery there on the part of Baez.
Yeah, well, you know what? You catch guys by surprise, and that's what you're trying to do. Not only that, by having that whoever's covering second base, in this case Echeverria, the reaction was slow. As you saw, you're hitting a running target, trying to hit a moving target out there. Wilson Ramos, he's just trying to throw it to the bag, but Echeverria is coming in hot to try to catch and tag all at the same time.
3-1 foul back. We'll take another look at the way that stolen base broke out.
See, take the secondary lead, then you go. Now Wilson Ramos is throwing. Echeverria is getting there later than he normally would, trying to one-hop, snag that ball, and get the tag there. And it just throws the whole rhythm and timing of the play off. And Baez, he was able to execute it perfectly.
Side, plenty of distance, but out in front.
Well, Archer going for the strikeout here. Jon Jay would like nothing more than obviously get a base hit, drive in a run, but at least move the runner over to third with less than 2 outs, and that's why Archer wants that punch out so badly.
Jay's actually a guy who chokes up on the bat.
I don't believe you.
Fouls it back. I know it's such an odd occurrence these days. I didn't even know they'd let him play if he choked up on the bat, but apparently it's okay.
Has not been written out of the rule book yet. I'm sure it's close. Next CBA, this will not be allowed. Enjoy it.
Three-2 again from Archer to Jay, and he chops it to the right side. Archer to third. He advances the runner with that chopper.
Well, that's part of the reason. You know, you choke up, more bat control, and that's what you're trying to do. A productive out. He heads into the dugout. A lot of high fives down there for him.
And you know, here's a team, speaking of that, here's a team trying to manufacture a run. Now, they have power, and they hit 2-run home runs and all that. They've hit 209 home runs all year. But it's not beneath them to advance a guy from second to third and have a hitter choke up and chop the foot. Now Ben Zobrist takes a strike. Bounce to first, his first time up here. And the Rays have the right side overloaded and close.
Make a play here. These are the types of at-bats where you've really got to lock in on the mound, because Ben Zobrist is locked in at the plate, cherishes these types of ABs where he can drive a run in, have a out, but get the run home for his team.
Ground ball right side. Miller's going to make the play unassisted and still hold a runner at third. So Miller came up with that one, found first base unoccupied. He made the play unassisted.
And Baez a little bit, not going on contact. See, he reads it, and Logan Morrison takes himself right out of the play. And Brad Miller says, uh-oh, it's all up to me. And you've got two things to do there. Eye on Baez and get to the bag. Well played.
So that man still at third. And a tough out on Anthony Rizzo. Rizzo takes a strike down there at the bottom of the zone. Archer touched for the home run in the second, gave up a leadoff hit in the third. Baez has been advanced to third. There's a changeup. And that one he had Rizzo out in front.
Well, he had not only put it in a good spot, but he had good arm action with it. And sometimes that's the trouble with that pitch for Chris, is he throws it so infrequently that sometimes the arm speed suffers. Not so far early here.
And a cut and a miss. The slider, he gets a big strikeout of Rizzo. Bottom of the third coming, 1-0 Chicago.
To $32.50 total cash on a new 2017 Soul.
The new Steak Burger. The world's best big burger. That's the sound it makes. A sound steak lovers understand. That's the sound of the perfect blend of beef. 6 ounces of the finest all-natural brisket and shuck. The sound of something so big, you have to put a steak knife in it. The new Prime Steak Burger, only at Steak and Shake.
Hey, Tampa Bay. See every catch wherever you are on Fox Sports Go. Download Fox Sports Go at your app store now.
Welcome back. Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun. It's his personality that's infectious, his energy, the entertaining road trips, and of course his unique style are some of the reasons why that Joe Maddon is remembered so fondly here. And throughout his 9 seasons, he brought fantastic, including giving them the first taste of success in Major League Baseball.
Obviously, he turned the culture around, and so I think this organization has him to thank for that.
It was always positive, even in the toughest times. And he just kept saying, we're going to win. We can compete with these guys. We're going to beat these guys. Come on, push it. So, I think the attitude that he brought here with him, and instilled it with the team and the players that we had, and then all of a sudden things clicked over. So, just about probably being positive.
From the the culture, it created a winning atmosphere demonstrated by, of course, the banners that hang here still on Tropicana Field. And Dwayne B.A., it's clear everyone appreciates what he accomplished during his 9 seasons as the Rays skipper.
Yeah, there's no question about that as Echeverria fouls the first pitch away. And really that stretch of going to the postseason 4 times in 6 years, I thought at the time was one of the premier stories in the game. when you think about this market and this division. And to do that 4 out of 6 seasons, remarkable. 1 strike. There's a high pop fly. Not too deep. Left center. And Zobrist is over in front of Jay. Making the catch. And of course there was fun and some hijinks as well.
Involving everything. Yeah, bands, magicians, and plantains.
And snakes.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, no thanks.
Will Meyer's a big fan of snakes.
You remember when he was asked about that? Yeah. Very short, curt answer.
Right to the point.
The penguin.
Talking about Ron Cey. This was a real penguin.
In the manager's chair.
Dickerson fouls it up the right side. A souvenir there.
Understood that this game, when you go off to spring training, 2nd week of February, months, depending on how early you get to spring training, and the monotony of the day in and the day out, and if you don't every now and then chop it up and make it fun.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Onesies.
Oh, the Letterman's jacket.
That's right.
And the whiteout, one of our favorites.
Yes. One of our iconic photos.
It did indeed. Oh, strike 3 call to Dickerson. Right out there on the corner. And again, with Carl can exploit that. I mean, that was a strike. You're not really exploiting anything. You're making a good pitch. You can be down in those areas and look for good things.
Well, and you say that because we've seen games where pitches in the bottom third you have a hard time getting them called consistently. And so he had him set up nicely for that fastball down and away and executed it very well.
Brad Miller takes a pitch for a ball.
How interesting. The Rays lineup here tonight. You know, you've got a lefty on the mound and you've got 5 left-handed hitters in the lineup. Different from what we've seen in the past where the Rays have run out that all-righty or as close to all-righty as they're going to ever get. Different look here tonight. It's the reverse lock, reverse split.
Well, they're 10 games under 500 against left-handed starters, so why not? One and 2 now to Miller.
See how easy it is to get a foul ball in a big league game?
Yep. Cutting the miss. Miller missed the fastball. 3 up, 3 down. On to the 4th. 1-0 Cubs.
Florida is our home too, which is why all of us at Ford Motor Company are committed to helping our family of dealers, customers, all Floridians restore their lives. If you've been affected by Hurricane Irma, we're offering you the same pricing as our Ford family of employees. Plus, you won't need to make any payments until next year. Ford family of employee pricing, plus no payments until 2018, helping to get our Florida family on the road to recovery.
A cheeseburger and onion rings for $2.99? Last time we ate this good for $2.99, we were in college.
No, I was in college. You were in denial.
That's not true.
Get a cheeseburger and handmade onion rings for just $2.99. This is how you Sonic.
I love my job.
Hey, Taylor.
I'm there when people need me. They count on me, because I do what it takes. Whenever.
Great, thanks.
Wherever. I don't do it for praise. I want to make them happy. I'm proud to work for an American company. I drive for WB Mason, and nobody does it better.
Technology that helps protect you in an accident is good. It can help prevent one altogether, that's better. Like the Hyundai Tucson with available lane change assist. Won't see that on the Honda CR-V. And it's just $129 a month, or buy with 0 down. Or buy the 2017 Santa Fe with standard third-row seating for 0% APR. Both include America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. Lease the Santa Fe Sport for $129 a month, or get $4,250 in total savings. Now with $750 disaster relief cash for those affected by Hurricane Irma.
1-0 Cubs lead the Rays as we go to the 4th inning. Join the Rays at the remaining games against the Cubs and Orioles for shirts off our backs. At each and every game, make a donation to the Rays Baseball Foundation and receive a scratch-off card. You could win tickets to a jersey off a player's back and other prizes as well. Every card is a winner. Pretty good odds there.
Yeah, I mean, count me in.
Contreras, the catcher, takes the pitch down for a ball.
When do you ever come across anything that's a sure thing? Well,
not like this.
Yeah, no, not anything that's going to give you.
Yeah.
The only thing that we can count on our producer. You can set your watch to him. But that's the only thing that I know of that's a sure thing.
Yeah. Just feels he has to be assertive and put it
right at the very end.
High pop fly short center. Kiermaier is there.
I gotta say,
first out.
Sometimes I feel a little rattled. 30 seconds out and I'm getting berated. And then got to regroup and hopefully take your hand off without fumbling.
All he's trying to do is generate energy. You don't have
to. Well, now you know you're lying.
You're lying now.
Now I know it's a conspiracy with you two.
One out, base is empty in the 4th. Here's Kyle Schwarber. His home run in the 2nd, the only run of this game. It's number 28. Strike the count. One ball, one strike. Strike count. Here's the 1-2. Slider bites down and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Happer foul. Ian Happ is on deck. He'll be next. Archer gave up the home run to Schwarber in the 2nd inning. 2 hits he's given up. And 2 up, 2 down. Take a look at this strikeout pitch, his 4th strikeout of the night.
Able to get just enough depth at the right time, and you see Schwarber right over the top of that pitch.
All 4 of the strikeouts on sliders.
Boy, nothing new there. That is such a big pitch for him, and we know how he likes to go with it for 2 strikes. And there's another one of your changeups there, D-Wayne.
Yep. Utilizing that a bit more.
Throwing it with conviction. That's the difference. Not babying the pitch.
1-1. Well, it just stands to reason that with his arm and introducing that, the odds are increased in his favor.
But gives the hitters something else to really have to think about. You know, now he throws it so infrequently that it's not really at the forefront of any hitter's mind as a legitimate weapon. But you make it a legitimate weapon, you give them to think about it. It makes your fastball better. It adds another foot or so on the heater, because with that changeup and that grip and that arm speed, and it's, you know, obviously you're taking miles per hour. 96 looks like 99. You look at the swings.
Two strikeouts in the inning. Bottom of the fourth coming. 1-0 Chicago.
Here's to believing the end of the road is where the real fun begins, and that adventure is never out of reach. When you believe, you can go anywhere. Hurry in, because the Jeep Celebration event only happens once a year. Right now, well-qualified lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2017 Jeep Compass for $119 a month.
It's always been the same feeling since day one. The first time I ever stepped onto a field. Taking a touch, passing to a teammate. It has never been just about winning. It's always been about the love of the game. My coach used to say, if I ever stop having fun, I should quit. Well, I'm still having fun.
It was a storybook for me. You know, I never thought or imagined anything like that would happen.
I have to walk the walk. If I'm not doing it, then that's a lie.
Only reason that you win is because you're smarter than your opponent.
Did you ever get a speeding ticket? No comment. You're trying to get me in trouble here.
Fox Sports Florida is everywhere on social media. Check out live press conferences and behind-the-scenes access of your favorite team. Plus, get up to the second analysis and picks on Twitter and Instagram. Check out Fox Sports Florida on social today.
Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sun is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. By Freestone, protect your vehicle's radiator. Use Freestone. And by Toyota. Let's go places. Back around to the top of the order for the Rays. They had the one base runner, Kevin Kiermaier, hit by a pitch in the first. Eventually caught trying to steal third. Takes the first pitch, and that's in there. Strike breaking ball from Mike Montgomery, 28-year-old lefty. Montgomery quickly ahead of Kiermaier.
A breaking ball and then a cutter. And that cutter just a few miles per hour off of the fastball. 89, 90. We've seen the fastball get up to 93.
Montgomery got the final out in the World Series last year. First World Series victory for the Cubs in 108 years. Hopper in the shallow left. Zobrist makes the call and grabs it. That was also for Montgomery his first professional save. And it comes to close out the World Series.
Yeah, how about that? This was after that game got tied up. You had the 17-18-minute rain delay. The Cubs take the lead, and Montgomery and the Cubs close it out.
Steven Souza Jr. Strike one. Souza with 29 home runs, but only 2 off left-handed pitching. And he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, and for a long time, it was all righties.
Yep.
Maybe 2 of the last 3 have been against lefties.
That's right.
Like 26 in a row.
1-2.
Hard to figure with his kind of power.
Yep.
Because he's strong enough. You're going to be a left-handed pitcher and pitch him nothing but away. He's strong enough to be able to take you out to right field.
Ground ball, shortstop. Russell's throw will skip past Rizzo. Souza's going to go to second. That ball skipping on Rizzo.
Boy, everything on that play was out of sync. It looked like Addison Russell almost came up on that ground ball a little too soon. As he starts to come up, there he is. It kind of handcuffs him. Not plenty of time to make the throw, and it's just not a good one at all. Not really even close, and Rizzo can't make the difficult scoop right here. Everything's right in front of him, and just kind of short arms and pulls that throw. I wonder if that shoulder you were talking about, Dwayne, is feeling okay.
Yeah, I was thinking of the same thing back late June. He was on the shelf with shoulder issues, and he didn't look comfortable with that throw at all. The ground ball to short. What we'll see on this one. Longoria is out.
Didn't look real sure on that one either. He got that ball with a good head of steam moving towards first base, and a couple more steps to close the distance before he gets rid of this. Well, that'll be something to keep an eye on here tonight and tomorrow. Going to need him coming down the stretch and into the postseason.
So the error on that ball hit by Souza, the 12th of the year, charged to Russell. Rays got another man aboard without the benefit of a hit. I want to know the count here on Logan Morrison. Center, and the one-hop throw to first, half to Rizzo to retire Morrison and the Rays from. We're headed into the 5th. It's 1-0 Chicago.
What's better than tailgating? Winning big with your Lotto, Fantasy 5, or Fast Play ticket in the Game Day Cash promotion. You can win a new Lazy Days Winnebago motorhome, $200,000 in prizes, and more. Game Day Cash from the Florida Lottery. It's your ticket. Claim it!
RV kickoff sale is going on now. Score huge savings on over 1,500 RVs from the nation's largest selection of RV brands. $479 per month. Join us at the kickoff sale. Don't miss it. Lazy Days Tampa.
We're grateful. Grateful that we planted roots here 87 years ago. Grateful for your resilience. For your compassion. We're grateful to be your neighbors. Help support our communities by donating through the American Red Cross.
Now is a great time to buy a Honda Civic. With power, a 40-mile-per-gallon highway rating, and incredible passenger volume. Discover all the reasons to buy the best-selling compact car in America. The Honda Civic. Test drive it at your local Honda dealer today.
You can't spell Longoria without Go. Stream Rays Baseball live on Fox Sports Go.
Tonight's Unlimited Baseball Break is brought to you by T-Mobile. Those key divisional races, the Yankees trailing the Reds East, and the Cubs with a 3.5 game lead over the Brewers now in the National League Central. Closing out here the last couple of weeks of the season.
You think about how close that Cubs-Brewers would have been if they hadn't reeled off 6 in a row. Those are the last 2 races up for grabs.
Hayward goes for the first pitch and singles into right. He's on for the second time. He had walked in the second inning.
That ball stroked pretty good and right between first and second.
Now it's Addison Russell, the shortstop. Russell, 11 home runs on the year. Cues this one foul. Hayward over at first on, as we mentioned, for the second time. He's coming off a big game Sunday against St. Louis. He had 3 hits, drove in the game-winning run. First the call. Miller gloving that one and getting rid of it to Echeverria. So they get the force there. Russell reaches on a fielder's choice. Another look.
They did everything they could to turn it. But what a start by Miller. Turn and get that ball off to Echeverria as quickly as possible. He hops into the throw, but Addison Russell moving a little bit too well.
So Russell replaces Hayward on the bases. Javier Baez. Back in. We have a 1-0 game. We're in the 5th. In 2 career starts against the Cubs, 1-0 against them. Both those starts were made at Wrigley Field. Over to first. Baez back in. Rays and Archer beat the Cubs 6-5 on the 4th of July this year at Wrigley Field. Toward the corner, couple of hot. Dickerson plays the carry, drops it. Now the runner's going to head to the plate, and Russell scores standing up. Baez winds up at second on a double as Russell comes all the way around to score. It's 2-0.
Well, 2 things here that jump out when you watch this play develop. First of all, the slider from Chris Archer, poorly located. Want to be down and away, it's down and in. And that ball gets stroked into the corner. And if this is fielded cleanly, you may have a chance to either keep him at third or make a play at the plate. But as soon as that ball gets bobbled, it doesn't take very long. But that allows Addison Russell to rip around third and to score standing up. May not have made any bit of difference at all. You don't know.
So it's a 2-0 ball game. Baez in scoring position. John Jay, the top of the order. The pitch is a strike. Well, Baez picking up his 23rd double, getting credit for his 71st run batted in. Upstairs, 1-1. for 2. He advanced a runner from second to third with a ground ball to the right side in the third. And I just wanted to say that because I'd not had a chance to say it all year that I can remember. If you think about it, how many times have we actually seen that? I'm not sure. A lot. Guy at second hit a ground ball to the right side, get him over, and then try to score him.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean,
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's just a style that has gone by the wayside.
Yep.
You know, I mean, that's.
And I think it still has a place in the game. Hit home runs, that's great.
Right.
Try to hit home runs, good idea.
Right.
But integrated with that style of baseball as well, because you're not always, as we've learned, you're not always going to hit home runs.
Yeah, you know, that's what has bit Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know, Baltimore has been so home run heavy for so long. It finally caught up to them this year. That, you know, the pitching never came around. But you're right. When you look at the championship level clubs, they're going to have some guys that can knock the ball out of the ballpark and put up some big numbers in that department. But they're also going to have an element to their offensive game where they can move some runners, they can steal some bases, they can find other ways to score. If you're too reliant on the long ball over the course of a 162-game season in the playoffs, it's not going to work out for you ultimately. It's not. You've got to be multifaceted, multidimensional when it comes to scoring runs.
Ground ball right side, scooped by Miller over to first to get the out. Baez advances to third. Well, our Toyota inside look. Ben Zobrist comes up here. 0 for 2. And, I mean, here's a guy, pretty versatile guy when it comes to fundamental baseball. It's worked out for him.
Yeah, it certainly has. You know, championship-type player, but we knew that when he was here. That's the kind of guy he is. MVP of a World Series. Been to the All-Star game a few times, and the versatility of being able to play in the infield and the outfield and be pretty good at both. He kind of set the bar for that position.
Well, he's a guy, I think, who's a great example for a lot of players who are talented players, maybe not a spotlight type of player in various minor league systems. Because when the Rays first got Zobrist from the Houston organization, he was playing shortstop at Double-A and was not a principal in that deal. They Mitch Talbot, a pitcher who could go into the rotation. He was the key to their deal, and Zobrist was a minor league infielder who would have included in the deal. Well, Zobrist turned out to be the star of that deal any way you look at it. 2-1.
Yeah, his development and leave shortstop, go to second, go to right field, well, play wherever he was asked to play, and switch hit.
It's a fly ball short left for Dickerson, who makes the catch. Man left at third. The Cubs score a run. It's 2-0 Chicago.
At Cici's, get the sauced and tossed flavors of your favorite wings now on new garlic parmesan and new honey barbecue on the buffet. Just $5 and change. Cici's.
Your true love deserves to wear the brightest diamond in the room.
But how do you choose the right one when some diamonds have a difference in price of almost 70%?
The Golden Diamond Source is introducing the Bright Crystal Diamond, an affordable diamond that is scientifically proven to be in the top 10% of the world's most brilliant diamonds.
Come in and we'll show you how our Bright Crystal Diamond uses science and third-party technology to prove its brilliance and give you the this important purchase.
All Bright Crystal Diamonds come with a GIA grading report.
Exclusively at the Golden Diamond Source.
Okay, it's time to belly up to the bar because it's the last call to save big on 2017 Ford F-Series. Cash in on the truck that hauls the most and has more efficiency at the pump with an EcoBoost engine and a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body. Time to get in on America's best-selling trucks 40 years running. Because you snooze, you lose, pal.
Right now, save big with over $10,800 in total savings on the Built Ford Tough F-150. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey kids, this week on Rays Rookies, we'll run the bases with Blake Snell and Jake Odorizzi. It's Rays Baseball for Kids, Rays Rookies, Sundays on Fox Sports Sun. kids, this week on Rays Rookies, we'll run the bases with Blake Snell and Jake Odorizzi. It's Rays Baseball for Kids, Rays Rookies, Sundays on Fox Sports Sun.
2-0. Cubs lead the Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the fifth. Tonight's Cold Hard Facts brought to you by Clean Chris Coors Light. Well, let's break this down for a moment. The highest percentage of runs for these teams via the home run. And, you know, really, at first look, Milwaukee still has a shot for that second wild card spot. And Texas appeared for a while that the Rangers might. But it hasn't worked out with the high percentage of runs coming via the home run for most of those clubs. Doesn't mean you don't want home runs. Home runs are great.
Oh, they are. They are. It's just that if you, like you said, if you lean too heavily, there will be some droughts that you go through, and that's where you need, you know, to have another way or two to find a way to score runs. I've always thought and been under the, you know, the thought process has always been for me, you can slug your way to the playoffs, but you're not going to slug your way through the playoffs. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
And so it may ultimately get you there, but it's not going to get you to the very end.
I wonder, I mean, there are formulas for everything now, but I wonder, it doesn't have to be, you know, a zero-sum game. Okay, I'm going to hit home runs. That's what I'm going to try to do. Well, you can also have the type of team that can manufacture runs, and it doesn't necessarily mean, as Russell throws out Rizzo, that by playing part of your game with that strategy, you're going to take away from runs that you might have scored via the home run. You could score as many runs as you want. You know, it's an expanding offense as opposed to there are only so many runs that you're allotted for a season, and if you have to try to reach that total by home runs. But if you do both, you might score more runs than you dreamed that you could score. That would be the goal. So an expanding offense.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the game continues to evolve. You know, when you think about analytics and metrics and how it has really taken over the game, it's only, we're not talking for very long yet.
Yeah.
And so I think you're still tinkering with the formula to figure out what is the best case scenario for my offense.
Yeah.
Is it the all or nothing? I don't think ultimately that'll work out. I think there has to be a mix in there. There's got to be an emphasis on situational hitting. It can't be all just, you know, lean back, lift and separate and hope you run into one.
Yep.
But who knows? Hopefully we'll have a nice front row seat for it.
That'd be great. You know, we saw right there on that last sequence of dugout shots, three guys who could be a vital contributor to a team that did both those.
Yeah.
Souza, power, he can run. We saw Kevin Kiermaier, emerging power and speed. Mallex Smith with speed. So those are three guys right there. I mean, they might have a big part of the formula right here to try to do that. Then you're always looking to add.
Always looking to add.
Always. And I think one of those that we talked about earlier was a right-handed bat that had they felt they could make the right deal, I think the Rays would have. I think they were looking for a right-handed bat.
Well, you know what? Let's look at another team that did something similar going into the trading deadline. You look at the Indians. You know, the Indians were lined up. They had Edwin Encarnacion. They were looking to add a left-handed bat, and they did that with Jay Bruce, so that you had those two guys rotating back and forth with the power, and they've just I mean, taken off. I mean, the only team since the All-Star break with a better record than the Cubs is that Indians team, and they're almost 30 games above 500.
Yeah. That's right. Two gone due to caught looking on the fastball. Base is empty for Adeiny Hechavarria.
But it is, you know, you think about putting together a club now.
Chop to third. Baez makes the throw to first. 3 up, 3 down, go the Rays, who, by the way, are still looking for their first hit.
Getting more for your money is good, but getting a whole lot more for way less, that's better. Like on the Hyundai Elantra with available blind spot detection, a feature you won't find on Toyota Corolla. Get yours for just $109 a month, or get the redesigned Sonata for only $139 a month, or buy with 0 down. It's our best Sonata ever. Both include America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. Lease the 2018 or buy with 0% APR for 60 months plus $500 bonus cash. Now with $750 disaster relief cash for those affected by Hurricane Irma.
FS1 is home to the biggest personalities in sports. And now all your favorite FS1 shows are available on SiriusXM.
Peyton Manning ain't no fettuccine. You make it seem like the guy stir-fry.
Brady sort of gets the culture. In fact, I think Brady fits the culture.
Now take the talk with you on Fox Sports SiriusXM Channel 83, along with live events including college football, UFC, soccer, and more. The best sports talk and live events on Fox Sports SiriusXM Channel 83.
These 9/11 veterans are just a few of the heroes we serve at Homes for Our Troops. We build specially adapted homes, and thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
2-0 ball game. Kyle Schwarber opened the scoring for Chicago when he hit that 3-2 pitch into the seats in deep right center. They added another run. Javier Baez with a double to left, scoring Addison Russell in the top of the 5th to make it 2-0. And Mike Montgomery has not given the Rays much. He hit a man, another man reached on an error, but no hits and 5 strikeouts.
You know, I tell you what, he has been mixing his pitches very, very well. The fastball, the cutter, the changeup, he's been very strategic with changing speeds, changing locations, and keeping the ball off the barrel of the bat against the Rays hitters.
Big inning here for Chris Archer with Anthony Rizzo leading off. 2 runs, 4 hits allowed by Archer, including the home run. Rizzo twice has struck out. Fastball in is bounced foul, strike 1. 86 pitches now for Archer, 1 pitch into the 6th. Into the screen, and Archer, who has been ahead of Rizzo all night, ahead of him again. He struck him out on 3 pitches in the 1st, struck him out on 3 pitches in the 3rd, and now he's ahead of him 0-2 here in the 6th. And he misses a little bit there, a little wide. He was going for that horizontal immaculate inning against 1 hitter in a game.
Close.
It's a ball, 2 strikes now. And a close look again by Rizzo. 2-2.
Back-to-back changeups, and Anthony Rizzo leaning right out over the plate, getting a good bird's eye view of those pitches. You know, he's a guy that is right up on top of the plate. Those hands close to that inside corner.
And a cut and a miss. So he strikes him out for the 3rd time. And that's the first out in the 6th.
Well, he got a pitch to handle, too. It's a slider that's going to stay up and away, and maybe assuming that ball's going to have a little bit more break to it, and he's underneath it. See him gear up. Just miss it.
Boy, that's frustrating for a hitter. Ooh. He struck out twice on really good sliders.
Yeah.
And then he gets one, and it ends in a strikeout.
Yeah, the night is not yours.
Here's Contreras, and the pitch is a strike. front of it and throws a strike to first. A strikeout and a ground out. 2 up, 2 down in the 6th. Base is empty, and Kyle Schwarber, who homered in the 2nd inning. 4th. Up now with the bases empty. Ball, no strikes. Is on deck. Ball, 2 strikes. Slider that started wide and caught a little bit of the plate.
It looked to start off the plate, end off the plate, and that's a big swing. 2-1, 1-2.
Ball away. 2-2. Up to the left side. Echeverria out from shortstop. Now Dickerson in. 1, 2, 3 go the Cubs in the 6th. Braves will have Dickerson to lead it off.
We got a thing that's called Radar Love. We got a wave in the air. Radar Love.
Keep the good vibes of a great road trip going with a fully updated yet still low price Motel 6.
What's better than tailgating? Winning big with your Lotto, Fantasy 5, or Fast Play ticket in the Game Day Cash promotion. You could win a new Lazy Days Winnebago motorhome, $200,000 in prizes, and more. Game Day Cash from the Florida Lottery. It's your ticket. Claim it!
You each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next-generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
Current Chevy owners and lessees get a total value of $10,600 or 0% financing for 72 months on this Silverado All-Star. See your Southern Chevy dealers.
Can you believe Crown has been the official auto dealership of the Tampa Bay Rays since the beginning?
Brian, nearly 20 years, and it feels more like a partnership than a sponsorship.
Together, we've made a real difference in the community.
From feeding hungry children to investing in education and the arts.
Building homes for the less fortunate to pediatric cancer research. It has been quite a ride.
I'm excited about our new joint venture with Starting Right Now, supporting homeless high school youth in the Tampa Bay area.
Jim, thanks for Crown's support.
Brian, the Rays really know how to build a winning team, whether it's on the field or off.
And Crown is the better way to buy.
Feels like home to me. Fox Sports Sun.
Well, the showstopper up in Scranton, Pennsylvania, the AAA National Championship game, the Memphis Redbirds, Durham Bulls, and how about this? Down 3-1. Keon Wong with a grand slam deep into right center field to give the Bulls a 5-3 lead. That was at the bottom of the 4th. They have now headed to the top of the 5th. The score remains the same, but Durham jumping back out in front in the one-game winner-take-all national championship game.
Yeah, and I think Xavier Cedeno was supposed to go down and make an appearance in that game, and so we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, the Rays come in to hit in the bottom of the 6th against Mike Montgomery. Dickerson takes a pitch inside. Rays still looking for their first hit. Montgomery has Hasn't walked anybody. He hit a man. One man reached on an error. And that's a strike, 1-1. Montgomery making his 13th start. And he's been very economical with his pitches tonight. Inside right there, and it's 2-1. Rays got Kiermaier to second in the first after he was hit by a pitch. He was caught trying to steal. Souza Jr. reached on an error into fourth, reached second, and was stranded there. The only man left on base, Dickerson, misses that pitch, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, that hurt, but you know, Montgomery's going down and away with that cutter in a 2-1 count, and all of a sudden, instead of 3-1, now it's 2-2, and it opens back up the options for Montgomery.
Liner into right field. Hayward back in front of the track, making the catch. One away. MLB.com at bat is your #1 mobile app for live Rays baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Rays home screen icons and app features, as well as game day, live game video highlights, news, and a lot more. Download MLB.com at bat today. Brad Miller takes a strike on the opening fastball. Miller struck out his first time. It's 1-1. In the mid-60s in pitch count. High pitch count for Montgomery this year is 102, but that was back at the end of June. He's been in and out of the rotation a couple times, and now back in making this start. And that is a strike. A piece of that one, foul, 2-2.
He's done a nice job all night of really mixing his pitches well, pitching these hitters. A lot of left-handed hitters in the lineup for the Rays tonight. 5 of the 9 pitching them in and out, cutters, breaking balls, fastballs in.
And he misses in with that one.
Fox Tracks had that in the middle of Brad Miller's back.
Threw it through him.
Right. That four-seam fastball awfully close to that inside edge.
High fly ball back into right center field. Hayward's going to go to the track, and it is gone. Home run for Brad Miller on a 3-2 pitch, and the Rays get on the board. First hit of the night for the Rays. Home run. Josh in the general direction of the Rays take out there. Over the wall and out of here.
Well, you finally catch one with some backspin. Another fastball. Wanted it away. It stayed middle. And the nice high finish. Catch the bottom of that baseball. Get some spin and carry. You can see with the Cubs outfielders kind of giving up on it right here. That ball slides over the fence.
Ball 1 to Kiermaier. So with 1 out in the 6th inning, the Rays get their first hit and their first run. 213 home runs for the Rays. Number 8 for Miller. Getting his third look of the night at Montgomery. Pops it up. Baez coming in from third. Foul ball now. And that's the second out. Tomorrow on Rays Live, here's what's coming up. The pregame shows presented by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers. Blake Snell will be after his fourth win. We'll hear from him, and Orestes will break down the work of Ben Zobrist, playing left field tonight for the Cubs. Here's Steven Souza Jr. He reached on Russell's error in the fourth. Pitch is down. Both bullpens busy now. It's Pedro Strop. The Cubs in their bullpen. Alvarado has been throwing up the right field line for the Rays. Jose Alvarado. Jr. up 2-0. It's a foul ball moving Charlie Montoyo out of the way. Coaching box at third.
I think that Joe Madden has to be very happy with what he's gotten out of Mike Montgomery here tonight. We talked about the fact that it's been 16 days since he had gone longer than 2 innings, and that was against Atlanta. He went 5 in that ball game, and 6, giving up just the 1 hit, the 1 run. Get a shot in September. Full dugouts.
Stays alive with a little tap foul. Screen. Twice the Rays had placed men at second, and here in the 6th they have gotten on the board on the Brad Miller home run. And again a foul ball out of play. So Souza battling here against Montgomery. Been a difficult run recently for the Rays right field. Trying to break out of that. 0 for 21 right now. And he works this one to 3-2. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat, so a battling at bat for Souza. Trying to right himself. And a foul tip strikeout right back into the mid of Contreras. And Souza Jr. can't believe it. I think he trapped that ball, didn't he?
No, he caught it with his elbow.
Yeah,
he caught it up against his body. Yeah. So everybody's holding up here. Yeah, this is interesting. It's a foul tip that's hung on to by Wilson Contreras, but not in the glove. It's kind of wedged between his elbow and the body.
Take a look here.
Great job by Contreras to hold on. Cradles it right to the body.
Well, the umpires had a little meeting on that one at the request of Kevin Cash.
Well, Kevin Cash, the former catcher, you'd think he'd have a pretty good argument.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were allowed to armpit a foul tip.
Well, is going to stand. 2-1 Chicago.
Julio, you're not only my best friend, but you're my favorite on the show.
Hey, guys, what are you talking about?
Oh, just baseball, that's all.
Rays Live, the pregame show. We always have a ball here.
Catch Rays Live, the pregame show, driven by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers only on Fox Sports Sun.
That was funny. The way that I looked at Julio.
The love.
The love.
You don't need a TV to watch the boys of summer take the field. To see your ace, throwing smoke, or the guys turning bad hops into bang-bang plays and hangers into dingers. You don't need to be the skipper to call up your favorite MLB team. All you need is Fox Sports Go. So ride the pine wherever you want. You'll always have a great view of the show. Fox Sports Go, home of the Rays all season long.
CC, what up, baby? What up, dog? Good to see you, man. You ready to do this?
First things first, I'm Nick Wright. That's the Hall of Famer Chris Carter. What up, CC?
We go to the 7th inning. It's a 2-1 ball game. The Rays with a run on the home run by Brad Miller. Let's take another look, BA, at that count.
Foul tip.
Foul tip.
Yep, the changeup. It wedges itself right between the forearm and the body. And you can see Wilson Contreras just holding that ball in place.
Now, you know, the interesting thing about that, the technical rule, and we could get the rule book out and take a look. The foul tip is if a ball goes directly to the glove or the catcher's hand. And so there's a technical issue there.
Didn't look like, well, we just saw it was clearly between the forearm pinched against the body.
Just above the wrist there. Here's Alvarado in relief of Archer now. 1-0, the count to Ian Happ. So Archer worked 6 innings. Gave up 4 hits. 2 runs. Struck out 6 and walked 1. 98 pitches. Struck out twice against Archer. And now with a 2-2 count against the hard-throwing left-hander Alvarado. The count is full. We saw Kittredge up in the bullpen a moment ago. Hayward, another left-handed bat, due next. And then they'd get down to Addison Russell. And a base hit against the shift for Happ. And Souza overruns it, recovers, makes a throw to second. He is out at second base. Field and Culbreth on the call. And immediately Happ popped up. And once that one checked.
Yeah, he's not leaving second base, but what a recovery by Souza Jr. This ball hit hard. in and out of the glove, and right there, Ian Happ is going to challenge him to second, and that is a rocket shot. Up high, the tag gets there. Ooh, boy, that's close. They're going to take a look, though. The tag did not go right down to the back. Watch the hands. Tag goes down to the arm. Looked like it may have gotten there before the tag. This will be a great angle here. Ball's there in time. That hand is there. Boy, he may get it. We'll see. That's close enough, though, that Joe Madden wants to take a look. But what a throw by Souza Jr., and we sit and await the results.
The umpires will take a look at this. The Cubs challenge it.
The good thing is it goes for the Rays on the field, so they got to find that one look that says no doubt about it. Do they find it? I don't know. But certainly worth the challenge, but it may come up stands. This is the one, but it's still... Does it get there? The hand gets there. The glove's still off the body. Hand is there. Does he get him with the back of the hand? I mean, that's where you got to be definitive, and I don't know if they could be. Be glad that the call went your way initially.
Yeah, there's now facing the Cubs. The difference between one out and nobody on, and a man in scoring position and nobody out.
In a one-run game, getting late.
And he is out at second base. So Souza Jr. recovers. Cubs challenge, and the call stands. So it's a base hit, and Souza gets his 5th assist of the year on that.
Yeah, right there, the glove's not there yet, but they're wondering, is the back, you know, that's the one that wasn't definitive enough. He stayed on the bag after that.
And Jason Hayward on the pitch. Hayward has been on twice, both those against the right-hander Archer. Archer made 98 pitches, working the first 6. Departs trailing 2-1. Now 2-0. Strike at the knees, 2-1. Pop to the right side, into foul territory goes Morrison. Ball just fouled as he makes the catch. 2 outs in the 7th inning, and out pops Kevin Cash. Addison Russell is due, and Cash wants the right-hander Kittredge. So 2/3 of an inning for Jose Alvarado. And the call to the bullpen is brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
Fubo Chavez here with my new cord-cutting friend watching American football on Fubo TV.
Go!
Field goal.
Field goal!
Stream the most live sports for the least money. Try Fubo TV free today.
I got a curb violation. B13 in pursuit.
Uh-oh. Honey, hurry.
Pardon me, ma'am. Excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Hit the left gate!
Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me, ma'am.
Nice work.
The 2017 Toyota RAV4. Get 0% APR, 1,000 APR bonus cash on a 2017 RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
For the next 2 years, how much will you be paying for cable? Don't know? Cable keeps raising prices. With Fios TV here, your price is guaranteed for 2 years. You'll be able to upload videos as fast. At upload speeds cable can't beat. You get more on-demand movies for 2 years for just $80 a month with no annual contract. Fios, better than cable. Switch at fiosbyfrontier.com.
Swing and a drive. Look out into the upper deck. Swing and a miss.
And it's gone. Home run. That baby's going to get out of here. Gone. Home run.
Duda swings and drives one, and it is gone.
And a shot. The Rays have a walk-off. Rays baseball on Fox Sports Sound is brought to you by your Gulf Coast Honda dealers. Andrew Kittredge into this game. Sid Russell. First pitch is a strike on a slider. We're in the top of the 7th. Kittredge makes his 12th appearance. This one shot back into straightaway center. Kiermaier leaps. He got it. Kiermaier out by the 404 marker, approaching that wall about a step away from the center field wall, makes a great leaping catch to retire the side and deny Russell an extra base hit. Spring loaded. Here's the catch. Great job by Kiermaier. Top of the 7th is over on that grab. What a big star by that one.
Introducing Wendy's new Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger.
It's a Giant Junior?
Yeah, it's a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger with double the fresh, never frozen beef, bacon, and cheese. So it's made a big name for itself. For a limited time, get the Giant JBC meal for just $5.
Fubo Chavez here. You know, Fubo TV has dozens of sports channels.
What are you doing?
Telling everybody about the world's biggest sports package.
Holy shit.
Stream the most live sports for the least money. Try Fubo TV free today.
We're grateful. Grateful that we planted roots here 87 years ago. Grateful for your resilience. For your compassion. We're grateful to be your neighbors. Help support our communities by donating through the American Red Cross.
I love the countertops.
And I like the price.
Yeah, we'll take it.
That feeling, only better. The thrill of getting a better deal than you expected. At the Volkswagen Sell-Down event, you can get $1,000 cash back on a new 2017 Jetta.
Get $1,000 cash back or lease this 2017 Jetta S for just $109 a month after a $1,000 bonus. Offers end October 2nd.
2-1 ball game. Kevin Kiermaier making a great catch on that drive off the bat of Addison Russell. The Bonefish game. Kiermaier flying through the air with the greatest of ease to grab that one. And we're going to go into the bottom of the 7th inning with Pedro Strop taking over on the mound. Evan Longoria will face the Chicago right-hander. Pitch outside.
Well, this has been the one area of this ball club that has not been locked down, and that is the bullpen. Pretty good at the back end, but getting there.
High fly ball into center field. Jay still tracking it just short of the track, headed toward the deepest part of the ballpark there. And Longoria on a long fly ball to center is out number 1.
And didn't look entirely comfortable going after it. How about the job Mike Montgomery did, though? In getting to this point, I thought that he was absolutely masterful with his game plan. Moving the ball in and out on these left-handed hitters. Saw 5 of them out of 9. Probably something new for him. But he moved the ball around the strike zone as well as you could expect. Changed speeds. Kept the Rays hitters off balance except for one full-count fastball that missed its spot. Brad Miller able to get it out to tighten this game up. But other than that, Montgomery gave the Cubs everything they could have hoped for.
Strike 1 to Logan Morrison. Dunsing up in the bullpen, the left-hander for the Cubs. Two and one to Logan Morrison. It's Tommy Hunter down there in the bullpen for the Rays. Ian Jennings standing alongside. And it's 2-2. Say this about Pedro Strop. He is in the honorary left-handers club with the tilt of that cap.
Oh boy. And that is as extreme as you'll ever see from a right-hander.
Yep.
That's for sure. Must have played an awful lot of baseball.
3-2.
Sun peeking out over the first base side. You're right. You don't see that a lot from righties. In fact, you don't see it from any of them.
No. It's almost just a law of nature that a lefty has to have a little tilt of some kind to a cap. Cutting the miss. Morrison out of there. Second time he's gone down on strikes. Reminder, Eldorado Furniture inviting you to settle in with us tomorrow. The Rays again take on the Cubs. Coverage begins at 6:30 on Fox Sports Sun. Pitches down. Ball, no strikes. Taking the fastball. Ooh, look out, a foul ball, and that bat winds up right behind the dugout. They're checking to make sure everybody's all right. They're excited to be sure and fortunate.
Doesn't even get around until late. Fortunately, he got that right hand up to stop that bat. You can see his head was turned.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, you have to pay attention, and we're so happy that he's in good shape right now.
Quick late reaction by the young man.
Great reflexes.
Yeah, really.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Look, Ma.
Make sure everything's okay. Ground ball right side. Gloved by Happ, and the toss to first. Rays out in the 7th. We go to the 8th. 2-1 Chicago.
Limits are meant to be pushed. It's the only way progress is made. Some prefer to pace themselves. But I choose to floor it. Chase down your passion. Never halfway. Hankook Tire.
Florida is our home too, which is why all of us at Ford Motor Company are committed to helping our family of dealers, customers, all Floridians, restore their lives. If you've been affected by Hurricane Irma, we're offering you the same pricing as our Ford family of employees. Plus, you won't need to make any payments until next year. Ford family of employee pricing, plus no payments until 2018, helping to get our Florida family on the road to recovery.
Swing and a drive. Look out into the upper deck. Swing and a miss. And it's gone. Home run.
That baby's going to get out of here. Gone. Home run.
Duda swings and drives one. And it is gone.
And a shot. The Rays have a
Watching Rays baseball on Fox Sports On, and the Cubs lead the Rays 2-1. We're now in the 8th. Well, Joe Maddon said he was able to change the culture because the Rays allowed him to be an outside-of-the-box thinker.
Coming here with the group here, Andrew and Matthew and Stu and the guys, they permitted me to be myself. And I told them what I thought and how I like to do things, and we morphed it into a combination of what those guys thought, and eventually I thought developed a pretty good method. So you had to rebuild the culture before you could ever win.
And Maddon was looking forward to the opportunity of coming back to Tropicana Field because, of course, the Rays organization, including Matt Silverman, gave him an opportunity to be a Major League Baseball manager.
Well, there's no question he's expressed his gratitude for that. A great opportunity. He made the most of that. They made the decision to bring him in, and it worked wonders. So there's a lot of credit to go all the way around there in the move that brought him here. Baez facing Kittredge, 2 strikes the count. Kittredge got Russell on that great play by Kiermaier in center field in the top of the 7th. Now he's 1-2 to Baez to open the 8th. And Jennings up down in the Rays bullpen. Carl Edwards Jr. has started to throw down the left field line for the Cubs. Comebacker. Kittredge with the underhanded toss to Morrison. 1 out in the 8th. Now John Jay. Jay 0 for 3. He lined sharply to the shortstop Echeverria to start this game. Cash looking on with his club down by a run. Kittredge facing the left-handed bat of Jay. Zobrist on deck. Two. Slider biting down and in. And he to get him on strikes this time. 2 up, 2 down, and Kevin Cash is going to head to the mound again.
Yeah, you're playing the matchup game, and so far so good for the Rays as they try to keep this a 1-run deficit.
Call to the bullpen brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
When food is good and clean and real, it's okay to crave. And with Panera Catering, there's more to go around. Panera, food as it should be.
Come to Clearwater Toyota for some of our best deals of the year on remaining 2017 models, like the Corolla L Automatic and the RAV4 LE with 0% for 72 months. Plus, get an additional $1,000 bonus customer cash on the RAV4 LEs. As we clear out our 2017s, you can also check out our 2018s, like the Camry LE Automatic for just $22,191 or 0% for 60 months. It's all going on now at Clearwater Toyota, the clear choice on US 19 in Clearwater, and always online at clearwatertoyota.com.
There's never been a better time to come to Bass Pro Shops than right now.
Bass Pro Shops is a place for huge savings, like Hobbs Creek men's flannel shirts for only $10 and a Browning 14-megapixel game camera for under $80.
We were born this way, forged in the same fire. Blood may be thicker than water, got oil in our veins. Welcome to the Brotherhood of Muscle.
Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on the 2017 Dodge Challenger for $159 a month.
Fox Sports Sun is your home for Rays baseball.
2-1 ball game. We're in the top of the 8th. Cubs lead the Rays. Enter your Lotto Fantasy 5 or all-new Fast Play ticket in the Florida Lottery Game Day Cash promotion, and you could win a 2018 Lazy Days RV motorhome. Over $200,000 in cash prizes, bowl tickets, season tickets, and more. Must be 18 or older to play. Play responsibly. Dan Jennings on. Kittredge got credit for a full inning. Picked up a strikeout. Now Jennings on. And this turns Zobrist around to hit from the right side. And he shoots this one back into deep center. But Kiermaier's there and makes the catch, retiring Chicago in the 8th. Bottom of the 8th coming, 2-1 Chicago.
What's better than tailgating? Winning big with your Lotto Fantasy 5 or Fast Play ticket in the Game Day Cash promotion. You could win a new Lazy Days Winnebago motorhome, $200,000 in prizes, and more. Game Day Cash from the Florida Lottery. It's your ticket. Claim it!
Fast foodies know how to get a win before the game even starts. And winning just got easier because the 4 for $3 comes with a checker burger with cheese, fries, apple pie, and a drink for just $3. Beats trying to fill up on overpriced stadium food. The 4 for $3 deal with your choice of 3 sandwiches. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
Over 40 years ago, AYSO had a radical idea about girls soccer. Let them play. Now every weekend, girls play soccer with passion. And with the right kind of support, anything can happen. AYSO, great soccer starts here.
I am unstoppable. I'm not afraid to be me. I am full of possibilities.
Girls on the Run inspires girls to be joyful, healthy, and confident. Dedicated volunteer coaches help 3rd to 8th grade girls embrace their strengths and celebrate what makes them unique. They team up for a community service project, then finish with a 5K. Thanks to our volunteers and partners, Girls on the Run can be a game changer for young girls. To learn more, log on to girlsontherun.org.
2-1 ball game. Rays down, coming in ahead at the bottom of the 8th inning. If Rays pitchers strike out 10 hitters during a Rays home game, visit CaneStrikeout.com and obtain a printed home voucher to take to any Cain's Furniture store within 7 days and receive a coupon for a free Whopper sandwich combo meal from Burger King. 2 runs, 5 hits for the Cubs. A run on 1 hit for the Rays. That hit a home run from Brad Miller. And Carl Edwards Jr. will come on. Pitcher number 3 for Chicago.
Well, how about these numbers? 67 games, 87 punch-outs, and 16 1/3 innings with an opponent's average of just 145. Has surrendered 6 home runs. He's got a big arm, fastball, curveball, changeup occasionally to lefties. I'm afraid that changeup's more than likely a typo. Probably a curveball that didn't break.
Yep, I think you're probably right. Fastball can be in the mid-90s. And the first pitch is a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Popped up foul back, and it comes right back down behind Contreras.
How about that? Nobody, unless that caught a ring. That may have caught something right above him because nobody reacted to it in the infield.
Everybody anticipated it would be out of play, and it fell just back of the plate. Take a look at this.
Carl Edwards Jr., he's pointing at baseball, and yeah, that may have caught something up there behind him. Saw a few people pointing up at the rings.
Luis Martin in the ball game and left for the Cubs.
Well, that just had some of the best backspin we've ever seen.
There's a popper on the infield this time, and Russell is there. So Duda pops out.
Well, this is you're running out of time here as far as the Rays offense goes. You know you've got Wade Davis lurking in that 9th inning. Ryan Dunsing warming up down in the pen from the left side. This is where you think about Adeiny Echeverria trying to ambush Carl Edwards. Been swinging the bat with a whole lot more authority here recently. This would be the time to cut one loose.
So he goes with the breaking ball there. Ball 1. We saw Almora Jr. in center field a moment ago. Another one of the defensive changes. Colomé up in the bullpen for the Rays. That's just foul outside of third.
But that would have been nice.
It's been fun.
Well, you see where Baez is playing over there, well off the bag. At least he was, and was playing almost even with it. Pretty traditional setup here against Echeverria.
He waves and misses the curveball.
When you think about the difference in the 2 pitches, the velocities.
Oh, like 15, 16 miles an hour.
Boy, so hard. When you have to protect against 95, 97 and gear up and get ready to go, and then the breaking ball is minus that many.
And the cut to miss. So he got him eventually with the fastball, but that breaking ball started it. Back and forth.
One sets up the other, and all of a sudden 95 well placed too, not just out over the plate but right on the corner, maybe just off for the second out.
And Corey Dickerson. Dickerson chases the breaking ball in the dirt. Strike 1. Tune in tomorrow for the Wednesday Showdown, driven by GMC. A couple of lefties there. Blake Snell for the Rays, John Lester for the Cubs. Dickerson started to go on that breaking ball, and did he make contact or not?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked, I mean, certainly was a ball, but there was also a call back there by Mark Carlson. It looked like maybe he called foul tip.
Well,
it's a breaking ball. Yeah, right off the bat.
There's a foul ball right there. And it is 1-2. They'll change the scoreboard. A ball, 2 strikes now. Ground ball by the mound out to second. Haps throw to first. He made a nice play to get Dickerson. And the Rays are out in order in the 8th inning. Take another look at that play by Happ. We go to the 9th. 2-1 Chicago.
Boogie on down to Cricket Wireless to get unlimited data for only $50 per month with the Cricket Unlimited 2 plan. Plus, get a free select smartphone when you switch. All on a network that covers over 99% of Americans. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Before I had the shooting, burning of diabetic nerve pain, these feet loved every step of fatherhood and made old cars good as new. But I couldn't bear my diabetic nerve pain any longer. So I talked to my doctor, and he prescribed Lyrica.
Lyrica may cause serious allergic reactions, suicidal thoughts or actions. Tell your doctor right away if you have these, new or worse depression, unusual changes in mood or behavior, swelling, trouble breathing, rash, hives, blisters, muscle pain with fever, tired feeling, or blurry vision. Common side effects: dizziness, sleepiness, weight gain, swelling of hands, legs, and feet. Don't drink alcohol while taking Lyrica. Don't drive or use machinery until you know how Lyrica affects you. Those who've had a drug or alcohol problem may be more likely to misuse Lyrica.
Now I have less diabetic nerve pain.
Ask your doctor about Lyrica.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid. Experience the SUV that dares to go beyond utility.
Lease the 2017 NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
2-1 Cubs lead this one as we go to the 9th inning. Coming up on Rays Live, the postgame presented by W.B. Mason. Rich and Orestes breaking down what turned out to be a pitcher's duel between Mike Montgomery and Chris Archer for a time. We'll have the Kevin Cash press conference and Alex Cordry supplying interviews from the clubhouse. Anthony Rizzo, the left-handed hitting first baseman, takes the first pitch from Dan Jennings, ball 1. Rizzo 0 for 3 tonight, 3 strikeouts. Davis down in the bullpen for Chicago. Rizzo tries to bunt against the shift and bunts foul. It's been that kind of night, and with that left side open, he says, why not?
Yeah, he gets that down fair, and it's a base hit. It's not even close. Echeverria way out here at shortstop and taking a chance to get the leadoff runner aboard. But you're right, it's been an awful night for Anthony Rizzo offensively.
Made one pitch, got a fly ball from Zobrist to end the 8th. Now he's 3-2 on Rizzo. And it's popped up. Echeverria, foul territory, makes the catch. gets the first out here in the ninth. Kevin Cash heads to the mound. He has Chaz Rowe up in the bullpen, and he's going to go that way. 2/3 of an inning for Dan Jennings. Another call to the bullpen brought to you by the Florida Lottery.
I got a curb violation. B13 in pursuit.
Uh-oh. Honey, hurry.
Oh, pardon me, ma'am. Sorry. Excuse me, sir. Sir, hit the left gate. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Nice work.
The 2017 Toyota RAV4. Lease a new 2017 RAV4 XLE for just $209 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
Where's Gary?
Saved money on motorcycle insurance with Geico. Going up the country. Later, Gary.
I have a motorcycle.
Wonderful.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
FS1 is home to the biggest personalities in sports. And now all your favorite FS1 shows are available on SiriusXM.
Peyton Manning ain't no fettuccine. You make it seem like the guy stir-fry.
Brady sort of gets the culture. In fact, I think Brady fits the culture.
Now take the talk with you on Fox Sports SiriusXM Channel 83, along with live events including college football, UFC, soccer, and more. The best sports talk and live events on Fox Sports SiriusXM Channel 83.
Feels like home to me on Fox Sports Sun.
One out in the ninth inning. Chaz Rowe gets the call for the Rays. Pitcher number 5 tonight. Archer worked the front 6. 8th appearance overall in the major leagues for Rowe this year, combined with Atlanta and the Rays. Wilson Contreras 0 for 3. First man to face Rowe. Fouls that fastball back. Strike 1. Rays in the bottom of the ninth due to have Miller, Kiermaier, and Souza Jr. up. Wade Davis in the bullpen for the Cubs. He hit the home run back in the second inning. Line drive. That's going to be a base hit back into the corner. Contreras will head for 2. Dickerson tracks it down at the base of the wall. So Contreras doubles with 1 out.
Well, he got a pitch that he could get out and around. And this was a breaking ball by Chaz Rowe. That one not getting to the outside corner, and Contreras rips it down into the corner.
His 21st double. Here's Kyle Schwarber. Breaking ball with enough break down and in. Schwarber over it. Strike 1. He lays off this time. Same spot. ball, 1 strike. Back in the second.
Well, full count edged the fastball that he was able to get extension on. We know he's got power and got that out of here to give the Cubs an early lead. They still hold on to it. Joe Maddon would love some cushion.
Swing and a miss. Well, he finished him with that curveball the way he started him. Down and in, and got the swing and miss.
Well, Kyle Schwarber, he'll go back and take a look at that at-bat and see that he had one hanger to handle at the top of the zone, did not, and then all of a sudden you get the really good one again, and you can see he missed that by plenty. Good pitch by Chaz Rowe.
There's Ian Happ. Strike at the knees, maybe a little above on the fastball. Strike 1. Happ with pop, 22 home runs. Switch hitting infielder. He can play a number of positions. 0-2 now. Scored a run in the second, another one in the fifth. The Rays got one in the sixth. Missed down and in. 2-2. Hayward on deck. Foul.
Ganged up on down there for not making a play. It was there. The play was there to be made.
Yeah, you got to face the music now.
Yeah. Yes. Very unforgiving crowd down there. Yeah.
Strike 3 call. Got him looking at a fastball. We're going to go into the bottom of the ninth. Rays will have Miller, Kiermaier, and Souza Jr. due up.
A real meal for a real deal. Steak and Shake's original double and cheese steak burger and a side of fries for under $4. Or get one with bacon, guacamole, or a farm fresh egg. They're all under $4. That's a real meal for a real deal. Only at Steak and Shake. Come into Steak and Shake for hand-dipped milkshakes. Better yet, come into Steak and Shake for hand-dipped fall milkshakes at half price during half-price happy hour. Weekdays now 2 to 5 at Steak and Shake.
You each drive a Ford pickup, right?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you a next-generation pickup.
Awesome. Let's do this.
The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is less susceptible to punctures than aluminum.
The stronger, the better.
And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
Current Chevy owners and lessees get a total value of $10,600 or 0% financing for 72 months on this Silverado All-Star. See your Southern Chevy dealers.
These 9/11 veterans are just a few of the heroes we serve at Homes for Our Troops. We build specially adapted homes, and thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Of the ninth inning. Joe Madden and Davey Martinez looking on from the Chicago dugout. They're sending Wade Davis to the mound. The Rays will send Brad Miller up there to lead it off against Davis.
Well, Davis has had a tremendous season, as you can see. 31 out of 31 in saves. ERA just over 2. Opponent's average 173.
So Wade Davis, the 4th pitcher for the Cubs. Here's Brad Miller, has the only hit for the Rays. That was a home run in the 6th. And he fouls it toward the dugout. Here's the home run.
Full count fastball. The one mistake that Montgomery made, and Brad Miller able to capitalize.
Swing. You mentioned those 31 saves and 31 opportunities. If you go back to his Kansas City days, he has 36 consecutive saves and 36 opportunities. Bouncer foul. 1-2.
The Rays hope that that's a formula that screams out he's due. He's due to have one not go his way. Very stoic out on the mound's got tremendous stuff. The fastball, curveball, he'll cut it. We just saw that.
And Miller is out on strikes. There it is. A lethal pitch.
For the longest time with Wade Davis, it was always the four-seamer, the big fastball, and the big hook. And now all of a sudden you get on the side of the baseball and a hard slider. You call it cutter, you call it whatever you want. That's a different look. Throws that pitch with good velocity, and he picks up out number 1 with it.
Well, now we go to Kiermaier. Kevin 0 for 2, hit by a pitch his first time. He swings and misses. Strike 1.
There it is again, and that had more of a cutter look. That stayed up just a hair, and you saw it just dip and dive underneath that swing.
It's 1-1. Kiermaier was convinced was wide.
Yeah, I think he's right too. He said, you could see him mouthing to Mark Carlson, that's off, meaning that's off the plate. And he's got a pretty good argument there. That ball clearly off.
This one down and in. It's 2-2. Yeah, the hitter's going. And you're going to give him that as well?
Yeah, as if he's not difficult to face anyway.
Yep.
And then he gets that kind of leeway. He's still got life.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Loading to the mound. We'll get together with Davis. Mike Montgomery started, worked 6. Strop, Edwards, and now Davis. Fastball up. 2 up, 2 down in the 9th.
Talk about changing a hitter's eye level. That's what he did right there. At 96.
Well, if you've got that cutter, hard slider, so effective, and then you go up with 96 like that, good luck.
Yes, sir.
Here's Steven Souza Jr. And he takes the fastball, and that's called a strike. Souza Jr. out on what was ruled a foul tip in the 6th. Still not convinced that it was. It appeared to be lodged on the forearm and the chest protector of Contreras, but it was ruled a foul tip. Needs to go to the glove or the hand first. You can bobble it and then secure it, but that appeared to be a foul ball and not a foul tip. 1-1 to count now to Souza Jr.